Are you tired of high-pressure tactics?
No, I'm not going to sign that. It's too much.
At Community Auto Group, you'll find we have a straightforward approach.
If other dealers have made you uncomfortable, give Community a try. You'll enjoy your experience here and find a straightforward deal that's right for you, not high-pressure tactics.
Community Auto Group, straightforward deals from the straightforward dealer.
Okay, we'll call the meeting of the Board of Supervisors to order. Before us, we have today's agenda and the minutes of the meeting of September 13th, special session.
At this time, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda for this morning and the September 13th special session.
Okay, and I'll second that. Okay, motion made and seconded to approve today's agenda, the minutes of the meeting of the 13th. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Full business?
You have none.
No, sir. New business? Mary?
Not a whole lot new to report on. The guys are just doing their normal maintenance stuff, a lot of tile repairs and mowing, shouldering, things like that, some ditch cleaning. And then B20 is coming along. We started our critical closure at the intersection of Grouse and B20, or like 300th and S28 there at the end of the project to try to reconstruct that intersection. They closed it Monday. It should be open hopefully by the end of the day if the weather cooperates. So it's supposed to be a 2-day deal. They've got all the material to grade, and I think they're close to getting ready to pave it. So.
Did you order the special dust control on Sunday?
I ordered it last week, and now it's trying to come now. So yeah, when I don't want it to. So, but that's about all.
Hiring process, how's that going?
I have the applications and I need to go through them right now.
Okay, very good.
Yep.
Gentlemen, anything else, Mary?
Don't believe I do.
Okay, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
County auditor's business. Plans.
Mr. Chairman, if you find everything in order, I'd so move to authorize your signature on the claims presented this morning.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion made and seconded to approve the claims and authorize the chair's signature. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Payroll.
The payroll warrant report ending 9/7/2013.
Okay, do we have a motion to accept the warrant?
This time I'll make a motion to accept the warrant report for September 7th.
And I'll second that.
Okay, motion made and seconded to accept the payroll warrant as presented. All in favor?
Aye.
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 I
Okay.
have one more payroll.
Okay.
A new employee in the sheriff's department, Benjamin Wicks. Start date September 27th. Starting salary at $16.47, and then also his step increase at 6 months, going to $16.97 on March 27th, and that would be a resolution.
Okay.
With that, I would move in favor for the acceptance and approval of resolution number 67 for the payroll hiree.
Okay, and I'll second resolution 2013 number 67.
Okay. Motion's been made and seconded to approve resolution 2013 number 67 as described. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
No drainage.
Okay. Canceling of outstanding warrants.
There are 12 warrants that are outstanding. I understand from Heather, we do this annually per the Iowa code. Anything that has not been cashed after 1 year gets canceled.
Okay. These are all very small amounts. Two of the amounts are $300. The rest are $5, $1, $20, $60, $40. Documents up here if anyone cares to look. Do we have a motion to cancel those warrants as recommended by the treasurer?
So moved.
And I'll second that.
Okay. Motion made and seconded to cancel the warrants that are presented in a document from the treasurer. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Tom, I don't even think you have the ability to stretch this for 12 minutes.
I have ability to be windy, but not that windy, so I would suggest we recess.
Let's move down to E, agreements and contracts. Appointments.
No.
G, correspondence and communication. Okay, hearing none, I'd take a motion to recess until the appointed time of 10 o'clock.
Also moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to recess until 10. All in favor?
Aye.
It's 11 minutes to now. By law, we have to do public hearings on the time. So 10 o'clock for the first public hearing and 10:15 for the rather questionable second. Meeting of Board of Supervisors back to order. 10 o'clock public hearing for a construction permit for Klumeyer. Tom?
The DNR construction permit application has been filed by Mike Kuhlmeyer to add a second building to an existing site, be increasing from 2,490 head to 4,800 head. So overall, that'll be 1,920 animal units. The facility is located in the southeast quarter, the southwest quarter of Section 8 at Geneseo Township on 140th Street. Back in 2010, the DNR approved a construction permit with the county's recommendation. The expansion at that time is not built due to market conditions, and the permit was allowed to expire. And so Mr. Kuhlmeyer is coming back before the DNR and the county for basically a second approval. You have the reports from Dan Reese at the Department of Public Health and me. Dan apologizes that he couldn't make it today. He's out of town at a conference. I'll briefly review the contents of both those reports. The original master matrix was filed August 16th, 2013. As scored by Dan and me, it failed to meet the 440-point required overall score to pass by 5 points. Part of that was due to a truck turnaround issue that they had awarded themselves 20 points for. What was in their plan was for a horseshoe drive that doesn't comply with the county's access policy. And so 20 points was deducted, and that resulted in a total of 435 points, missing the minimum score by 5 points. Incidentally, the same points were deducted in 2010 for essentially the same reason. We informed the applicants of this during the site visit. An amendment was filed on September 9th, and 5 points were added for filing a closure plan. And so they now meet the minimum required 440 points for an overall passing score in the matrix. A couple things related to the site itself. The site is 1,500 feet east of a designated flood hazard area through a tributary of Beaver Dam Creek. It's located in Drainage District 134. There are 3 laterals within 700 feet of the site. Rockwell city limits are 1.5 miles to the east of the site. Lynn Grove County Park and Campground is within 1.8 miles of the site. Lynn Grove Golf Course is within 2 miles of the site, and the Rockwell Pool is within 2.25 miles of the site. The nearest dwelling is 2,651 feet west of the site, according to the application. I would also note that there's a private ATV area and campground area that both receive special use permits from the Board of Adjustment, less than 1 mile to the south of this site. The county adopted good neighbor policy back in 2005 at the site visit. Mr. Kuhlmeyer informed Dan and me that he had spoken with his neighbors about the proposed expansion, and none had any concerns. Manure management plan was filed. My comments are contained in my report. Dan filed a separate report on the proposed application of manure. As far as our conclusions and concerns, in Dan's report, he noted that the well is 109 feet from the existing building. There'll be a concentration of facilities here. Mr. Kuhlmeyer owns another facility that's 1/2 mile east of this site. There's another one owned by a different party 1 mile to the northeast. Dan's report also cites proximity to the floodplain of the tributary of Beaver Dam Creek, proximity to lateral tile lines, potential odor impacts, and the proximity to Rockwell and public areas in Rockwell. Except for the well, my concerns are the same as Dan's. Plus, I have listed in my report potential damage to gravel roads during construction and the hauling of manure, and then the fact that the access is not compliant with the county's road access policy. Despite these concerns, Dan and I agreed that the board would be hard-pressed to support a recommendation for denial since the 440 minimum number of points on the matrix was achieved, and the board also recommended approval for expansion of this site back in 2010.
Okay. Questions for Tom, gentlemen?
No, I believe I do.
Okay. At this time, we'll open our public hearing up for public comment. Anyone who'd like to speak on this subject is welcome to. Just give your name and address. Comment from the public. I hear none.
Hearing none, I'd make a motion to close the public portion of the hearing.
Okay, then I'll second that.
Okay, motion made and seconded to close the public portion of our hearing. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. The item here now before us is a recommendation to approve or disapprove the application and forward reports to the Department of Natural Resources as to which. Gentlemen?
Well, this facility is in my district. I went by it many, many times, and he does an awful good job of taking care of the stuff. We did the moratorium, and that worked for a couple, 2 or 3 years. But this is a local person doing the project, and I'm kind of all for it. So I'll make a motion that we grant him this permit, and when he gets done, we'll send a copy of the plan to DNR.
And I'll second that.
Okay, motion made and seconded to approve the awarding of the permit and the forwarding of all reports to the Department of Natural Resources. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Next item is the 10:15 public hearing. It is now 10:05.
I can't talk this long about that one either.
So,
I do my best, but
and so because of the nature of that, we will for another temporary recess.
Go ahead this time.
And I so move for recess.
I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. 10:15 public hearing, we're back in session. Change of zone for Robert and Patricia Amison.
Yeah.
11-470 190th Street, Tom.
Bob has something to say.
Oh, go ahead, Bob.
I'll refrain from making any votes, or I'll refrain from voting on this because it is my property. I do like to have a change.
Okay.
And I'll turn it over to Tom.
This is a 5-acre building site in the southeast quarter of the southwest quarter of Section 14 of Mount Vernon Township. The request is rezoned from A1 to A2 because the property will be conveyed within the family. All structures meet A2 district setbacks. There is a field access, 2 of them off of 190th Street west of the railroad right-of-way. There's none to the east of the railroad right-of-way, but since Mr. Amison's son will be farming the land, that does not present any access issues. Since this is an existing building site, the land will be taken out of production, and it generally conforms to the comprehensive plan, and there are no access issues. Planning and Zoning Commission on September 5th recommended the rezoning of the parcel as requested.
Okay. Public hearing appropriate with this item, Tom?
Mm-hmm.
It's not included on the agenda, I assume it was.
Oh,
Comment from the public on our?
yeah, it is
Yeah,
on
it's
the
on there.
agenda. Under D.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Comment from the
Do it
public?
right.
Yes.
I don't mind taking the opportunity. Doug Nelson, 8265 180th Street, happens to be in Mount Vernon Township. And if Bob had to move and stay in the district, then I don't see any reason to oppose his change here as far as anybody I've talked to within the township.
Great.
So I don't disapprove.
Thank you,
Oh,
Doug.
thanks.
Well, other comments from the public?
Well, here's the deal, if we wait till Bob to talk, we'll be waiting pretty long. So
That's right.
I should probably start the conversation with, I would make a motion to close public portion of the hearing if we don't hear anyone else.
Second. Motion made and seconded to close the public portion of the hearing. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Resolution 2013, number 68 is in order.
Okay, I would so move in favor for the approval of the said zone change for the Amosons and using resolution number 68.
Okay, I'll second that. Motion made and seconded to approve resolution 2013, number 68. Zone change for Robert and Patricia Amoson. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you, everyone. Now we're down to adjournment. Bob,
Also
go ahead.
moved. I can do that.
Okay, then I'll second that.
Okay, motion made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, everyone.
Welcome back to the fold, Bob.
Yeah.